dead for a second, but UMCP. All right.
Oh, no, okay, let me ask these guys. Yeah.
Wait, you're not. Go to mine.
No Costa Rica, please. I'm debating if I should make a new channel because, like, change out from Lazy Bad Boy.
Alright, I think we're ready to go. This looks like the microphone is now picking up.
Debating if I should make a new channel because, like... Is it picking up?
We ready. Yeah.
Okay, no, actually, yo, hold up. Let me hold on 1 second. Let me install. No, let me put in my my snowball.
What? Put in my snowball? Oh, his microphone. For a second, I thought he meant inserting a frozen object into the computer, which I would not recommend to anything. Alright, Pockets, you're the head. We are just waiting for them to start the game. I believe we are ready. Eric is plugging in the microphone, and we're off to the races. Last game, we did see somebody, I think it was Poontang Clan, go completely wild with a Volibear. So, we'll see if that comes out as a ban in this champion pick and ban phase. Right now, Blue Penguin is contemplating his choices. Not really sure what to go. There are no Penguin champions in League of Legends, unfortunately, so guess he'll be pretty sad until such a time where they come out. And a Darius ban. Not very surprising at all. Please no ban Volibear. Ha! Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. Victor ban. And Victor's a champion that we've seen a lot in the pro scene, or at least we did see it in the North American finals, but with the rise of a lot of the assassins, Victor will be getting punished more and more since they did just buff Kassadin and LeBlanc, I believe. So champions like that are able to punish Victor when he overextends. They will still use a ban for that, though. And the other two go to Garen and Fiora, so nothing really changed up here. Or at least not changed up too much.
So
Wondering if they're going to let the Volibear through.
So it looks like we're following a pattern of pretty much just going no bruisers, I guess.
Yeah.
Those juggernauts gonna be a pain in our asses.
Annie as the last ban, I thought maybe he was trying to spell something. DGA. Don't think that stands for anything. I guess he just really dislikes Annie.
Yeah, Annie can be scary. Like, you shut her down and she's not really gonna do much. She not like her stun, yeah, but what's scary is like she adds the damage on top and then you just go bye in addition to being stunned. Because then,
Yeah.
no, because you find that the rest of the team doesn't have to expend much to kill you after you get stunned by an Annie Tibberol.
Indeed. Vayne will be the last ban. I don't know what Blue Penguin will pick up as the first selection, being on the blue side. But it's up to him. They might be debating champion strategies over there. Or they
All the
could just
conspiracy
be...
theories. Oh shit! The way to Kaiser.
Oh, baby.
God. Are we gonna see the pet dragon? Is this gonna
I
be
hope so.
Is this gonna be a game of how to train your dragon?
Mordekaiser is so OP. You just shove out the lane, get the experience advantage, and use that level, earlier level spike to get early dragons. Of course, the dragon will then allow you to siege, which takes away the weakness of a Mordekaiser pick in that you can't siege normally. But a Braum will be fairly good at peeling. Locked in there. Braum's just been pretty stable support pick recently. Not too surprised.
Yeah, he's no. He just offers good amount of CC, good amount of utility. Just I can't. No, he's more of the like middle ground safe pick where he's not now where like you can do something really crazy with him, but not very often, and usually just a good solid stable.
Agreed. And looks like Aerith going back to his Diana. Even
Oh
though
God.
even though last game he did lose, he had the most damage in the game dealt with that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Nah, definitely gonna be a big pain. For nah, what's a big first-hand experiencer of that BS
yeah.
getting wrecked in the mid lane.
Unfortunately for him, he is going against a Mordekaiser team, which means that's one less target that he'll probably be able to assassinate.
Yeah, and no, but quite frankly, I feel like he's not gonna have too much to worry about because Poontang Clan was the guy who shut him down. So with him on the same team, things are gonna get very, very messy.
Power
very fast.
overwhelming. Blue Squid with his friend Blue Penguin. They're both a rank 24. Or a number 24 at least.
I wonder if that means they're 24. Blaze it.
That's, I don't think that's how it works.
Nah, man. Nah, man. They're trying to keep it, respectful.
True. Oh, there's a Skarner.
Oh,
He has gotten
man.
nerfed even after he was hotfixed, so he's not quite as OP, but Blue Team just picking up all the new Juggernauts.
Well, let the mini games begin.
Yeah, really. You have the Dragon and the Skarner Shrines now, so
Oh,
they are
man.
going against the Volibear, and
That
especially since Aerith is on that Diana, their ability to completely dive the backline is going to be really strong.
That's just gonna. That's just gonna. You might as well just toss some spaghetti sauce on on a white shirt and just call it a day. That back line's gonna be a mess.
Indeed, man. I do wonder what Seki or Jinwraith is going to pick for the solo lanes. Because when you have a team like Braum, Volibear, Diana, you have to be so careful about overextending.
Oh yeah, one misstep, you're not leaving.
Yeah, really. Also, their blue team's team is pretty much all engaged as well.
Oh,
So,
and get hands back on that Tristana.
yeah.
Yeah,
He did.
Tristana.
Ooh.
Oh, the Yasuo coming out. That's gonna be some fun.
Insta lock there. Seki saying, Aerith, I see you, but you know what? I'm gonna call you out on this. He thinks he can beat Diana in that 1v1. That's gonna be really difficult, or well, just a really high skill matchup because you can block Diana's Q, but Diana does more damage overall just auto attacking with her passive. So
Yeah, well, he's got his jump round. That can make Diana. It can make it hard for Diana to land those autos because he can just zoom right in and out, and she's not gonna land that much if he plays that right. Which, quite frankly, if he doesn't play like me, then he might have actually a very good chance of that.
pretty much, I think it'll be really important to see if Volibear decides to gank mid a lot in this game. He did that last game where he ganked mid
Oh,
against
and
Aerith.
that Gnar pick though, that's gonna cut through a lot of the tanking ability of Volibear because of that percent health damage.
Yeah. Seki just messaged me. Actually, I'm trash at Yasuo. It's a meme in my ranked fives group, so blue team is just getting maximum feed mode engaged. Apparently.
Oh man, here we go.
He does
Storm inbound. Call the
he does have the double combo with Nautilus and Gnar. But there are a couple things that are dangerous with this blue team composition. First off, you have very little wave clear. You have a little bit with Mordekaiser and Yasuo, but that's all still pretty short ranged. So you're getting really in danger of getting engaged upon by the Volibear Diana or
this team
Braum.
is definitely geared towards fucking with team fights and just
Yeah.
going in and tearing people new ones.
Spooknook coming in, just giving his 2 cents, saying that this is an insta loss now that Seki's on Yasuo. But you know what, Seki, I believe in you. I think you will have the last breath in this matchup, and you can pull through. Also, I did the other thing that makes this blue team composition a little dangerous is that because they have so much engage and not much peel, pretty much their largest peel is Skarner's Fracture and Nar's Boomerang, which is not very good at all. If they fall behind, it's gonna be really tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, no. Like I was mentioning before, this team looks like it's really gonna want to be picking fights. So if they're not getting kills, then they're gonna start really struggling.
Putang Clan is mentioning that Trundle is very good as an anti-tank against their team, which has so many really beefy characters. So
Yeah.
Trundle will be able to fight in those scenarios. And both these teams are really skirmish focused. You have pretty much every single lane wants to do these small fights.
Yeah. But that Trundle pick though, what? No, what you mentioned? Oh yeah, that's definitely the case. Like, no, there's probably no better situation right now than to play Trundle because of that because of the fact that he can just take away all their stats with his ult. It's it's gonna be horrendous. They're in a catch-22 situation. They're gonna want to pick fights and grab them early if they're gonna want to get ahead.
Yeah, that being said, they do have the Nautilus Mordekaiser bottom lane, which is really good at forcing fights, especially since Mordekaiser did go Ignite. That being said, blue team really needs to get their advantage out of one of these side lanes, but purple team is running Teleport Diana, so they will be able to collapse on any part of the map that's getting pressured upon. So I want to see some deep wards to try to spot out Volibear, because if you see Volibear roaming somewhere, that's probably indicative that one of their solo lanes is thinking of teleporting along with him. But
Yeah.
this game is going to be really precarious for either side.
Yep. The mobility on purple side though is also pretty crazy because of that Diana teleport, like you said. Plus, just Volibear and Trundle both have natural ways of just speeding themselves up and getting in to their faces.
Yeah. However, both these teams do actually scale pretty well. So a lot of times when you see really heavy skirmish mid-game focused teams, you kind of trade that off with a lot of in-game power. But when you have things like Mordekaiser, Yasuo against Tristana, Diana, those are still champions that can do a fair amount in the end game. So this is gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Seki apparently really loves puns, so I'll be sure to keep making them throughout the cast. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna go grab a Gatorade real quick before the game starts. Be right back. Alrighty. Here we go. 3 seconds left until we get to the champion loading screen. Let's get into this match right now.
Oh, and I was getting so comfortable watching your background.
I mean, I know. I love Testudo too, but we got a game on our hands. We cannot be dilly-dallying with that background screen.
Oh, come on. Testudo is so much better than just loading screen. Like, what do we got here? Just,
We have Ernest Elf Tristana. I legitimately don't know if I've ever seen that skin before, so that's pretty cool. That being said, 2 skins on the blue side. I think they take it this time for skin intimidation.
Nah, man. They got that High Noon Yasuo. God.
What, you don't like High Noon Yasuo? He's a
Oh.
cowboy.
I don't think it matches him at all. When I saw that, I was like, Riot, what the fuck did you do? You done fucking goofed. Like, the shit like Echo or like Tom Kench's like skins, those made sense because, Tom Kench, nom nom nom, not Echo, it's a Prince of Persia homage, and don't they dare try to say otherwise. I didn't, also, what the fuck is
Wait,
that?
yeah, that makes total sense. He's a rogue, an outlaw, and traveling by himself. That's like complete cowboy material.
No, like, no, I don't like the outlaw part. No, maybe, but like the thing is, Yasuo falls under more of the exile rather than like kind of lone wolf, not by like choice. He's kind of been shunned from his from his what is it, clan?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Well,
So
he left, but I don't
not
know.
by choice.
I still like the skin.
I mean, I'm not saying like I'm not saying in terms of like quality and everything. It's a bad skin. I'm just saying I really don't like the way how it matches through, and I'm just like, it makes no sense to me.
Well, I am a little disappointed we don't see a gentleman Gnar. It's always great to see that eyepiece and throwing out those pocket watches.
Yeah, and it's so cheap too. It's like it's what, $9.75?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll confess, I
possible.
play Gnar a lot. I still haven't really bought that skin though, so I guess
know,
I can't
I
really
know
talk.
I bought that skin for a good friend Chef Alama for his
Ooh,
birthday
baby.
because I wanted to see that Nar game on point. I was like, you damn well better be playing your next game Nar, and you know what? He did, and he fucking wrecked.
Alright, we are into game now. They are buying their items. Looks like Gnar has not quite yet, but okay, there he goes. A lot of really early buys from the blue side. I wonder if they're going to invade here, and they
Diana seems
don't...
to be falling behind a bit as well.
Yeah, I guess she's just chilling.
Maximum BF.
Red side does have the Braum, which is really good. One of the best champions at level 1. But you have a Nihilus, which is fairly decent at keeping people caught out by themselves. Other than that, blue team doesn't really have that great damage.
Oh, the laugh game.
Volbear's just dancing there. Look at me growl.
Volibear gives bear hug a whole new meaning.
I also want to point out that Gnar does do very well against Trundle typically because Trundle gets countered a lot by champions that can kite him, and Gnar does that pretty well, almost as good as you can get in a top laner these days. Percent health steal is also, or not steal, but percent health damage is always pretty beneficial for you in trades.
Rup.
And Diana does take teleport, but she's not actually doing a camp level 1, which a lot of times you can get away with because you wouldn't really be using your teleport in the first 300 seconds of the game anyways. But I guess she might want to save it just in case she gets poked down or ganked by the Yasuo or Skarner. Volibear will have a lot more early game pressure though than the Skarner before he hits level 6.
Yep. So this is gonna be really reliant on the laners to just go ahead and do what they can.
Yeah, and actually Diana's shoving that mid lane in, so I think she wants to get an early level lead to just try to poke him out.
Oh, and here comes some skirmishes.
Yeah, Crescent Strike hits him, but that Yasuo passive will block a lot of the damage. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, blue team is unsurprisingly shoving out. Mordekaiser does go for that very early Relic Shield. Or level 1 Relic Shield, rather. So that they can get even more value out of those minions in the bottom side, and it allows them to get even more sustain. I do want to point out, though, that with the 5.18 patch that just went live, Mordekaiser does have significantly less health regeneration in the lane, because W used to heal him significantly more. But we'll see if Braum and Tristana are going to be able to poke him out with range.
Well, they've shoved in quite a bit, and they're both level 2 now, so they have that level of it. Well, now that's gone.
Yeah.
Although, no, Tristana seems to be taking a lot of that harass. And if you look at Mordekaiser, he still has that passive-based shield, so even if he gets poked, he's not going to be too worried.
Yeah, also because they have double Targons, the fact that Tristana and Mordekaiser have traded pretty evenly is good for the blue side bot lane, because yeah, look at that, he's almost back at full health, while Tristana had to use her only health potion already.
Oh yeah, it's always it's always a nasty situation when you're in, when you have to use that one potion and the other laners are just like up in the pots. Even though they may not seem like it, it actually poses a fairly decent disadvantage. And here comes Putang Clan with the gank in mid. Pops a flash off of Seki. And it looks like he's gonna get away. Nothing terribly exciting besides that one flash, but
Yeah, that was burned. We'll see if he comes back around for that. Just gonna grab that Scuttle Crab and continue on his jungle since he's still at full health.
now Diana seems to have a pretty solid lead in the lane now, level 4, and she's seems to be zoning out Seki pretty hard.
Yeah, Skarner's just trying to farm up as hard as he can.
Oh, and we got something going down in the bot lane.
A lot of good damage trade there from the blue side. It looks like red team doesn't really want to get bullied around, but honestly, at this early level, you pretty much have to accept the fact that you can't trade. So,
Yeah.
they decide to, and they're punished for it.
Yeah, top lane seems to be it seems to be kind of split in terms of how the lanes are all going. Middle lane, mid lane, getting kind of wrecked in a bit for blue side. For the red side, they're losing bot a little bit. But up in top, it seems pretty like dead on even. Although it looks like Gnar's pushing in a good bit now.
Yeah, and especially with Volbear just finishing up his Krugs, we'll see if he actually decides to go up there. Nar's Mega Gnar will have just run out if he decided to go over there right now, but looks like Volbear's actually going to go back.
Yep. Skarner's still running around his jungle, just trying to get up to par.
Yeah, and he's actually not ahead, but oh my gosh, and the Engage comes in on the blue side again. A good dredge line comes out from Nautilus. That's going to force them to go back, or at least play really passively.
Yep.
Skarner's actually coming in at level 4. I don't know if they'll be able to make this happen, but it looks like, oh god, Blue Squid, no! Takes 2 tower shots for free, and Volibear is coming for the counter gank. We'll see if they're able to make something happen, but they're engaging now without the minion wave. I don't know if this is worth it. They do get the Skarner stun off.
This is not going to bode well. Like,
oh,
yep,
man.
And there that goes. Volibear is just going to catch Skarner and just eat him to shreds now.
Yeah, look at that red
He's
buff.
got the red buff. He's got the Skirmisher's Blade. He's just, he's just going to, there it is. Just the chop just going down. If he wants, he might even just, yep, he's going for it. He's going to dive that Nautilus.
Oh, good flash.
Oh.
Are they going to be able to hold him on a turret? Yes!
Oh,
he gets the
damn,
return kill.
The outplays. That flash just, that was just enough to make the acceleration of Volibear just not cut it.
Yeah. So very well played on the disengage by Nautilus, but blue team again forcing plays. Well, not again, but forcing plays for the first time where they really didn't need to.
Blue team and red team are still fairly even in gold. So, oh, here comes a fight in the top lane. But what's going down up here?
Yeah.
Looks like Trundle's beating some sense into this Gnar.
Yeah. We talked about this right before the game. Putang Clan did give me the heads up. Oh my gosh. So low there, about 5 health.
Now he's caught between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, Skarner is going to try to finish this up. I don't know if he actually just has the movement speed to hit W Gong. Looks like the Kingdom W passive for Trundle will allow him to walk out of there safe and sound. But actually, Blue Squid has a red buff now. They're going to be trying to make something happen on the bottom side.
Oh, and Dr. Darkside's taking a ton of damage off of that.
Yeah. He does still have Flash, though, so if he gets really low, he could get away. Doesn't need to burn it, actually. That's pretty smart of him to hold on to that Summoner's Spell.
Like, no. Look at the damage that Gens popped in addition to that. That was a lot of trade back damage that Gens was putting down on the blue side team. So
and they do have potions and Targons. So here they're gonna engage again, but this is what we were talking about. Double teleport coming in. Here's W Gong, and they get the stun from the concussive blows. Blue Penguin trying to run away, but he's still in the slow field. Now Gens gets the reset on the rocket jump. I don't think they can dive this, but they already get away 1 for 0.
Yep. Well, Gnar has some free range up top a little bit, but that's good. That's just going to be what he needs.
Wow.
It's not really going to get him too far though. Oh man, that Skarner pull is going to put Diana in a lot of trouble.
Volbear's going to see if he can save this here. W Gong is actually here. Is he going to get another kill? Yes, they get Seki, and Volbear was thinking of pinging the dragon, although that fight just happened. I do want to touch on, that was a very smooth ultimate lunar rush into Flash from Diana, although Skarner being Skarner just walks up and impales her, so.
Right, but there's also the fact that Diana actually couldn't put down as much damage as she wanted to during that because Again, Yasuo, see, no, like once she ran away, Yasuo could just jump right at her again, practically for free. Versus Diana, she has those charges, so she's a lot more limited in that regard.
Yeah. One thing that's pretty significant is that Wukong spent so long on the bottom side of the map, got a kill and an assist for it, but he's only down 2 CS in this lane. So Gnar not punishing him as he probably should have.
Yeah, that just shows how far ahead he was and how much of the pickle that Gnar was in. And that's what I was mentioning before. Like, that's just what he's going to be needing to catch up just a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. So, Trundle wasn't going to be losing much out of that.
Trades
And
on both sides of the map, but Nautilus Ult comes out, so they are going to be able to pick up Tristana.
The Blue Penguin got that ult off of on the Tristana. And that's gonna leave that's gonna leave Red Side open to a lot of damage because they got that extra piece on the board now.
Yeah, Skarner tries to land the Fracture to follow up with that, but I don't think they're gonna get it. They're just gonna try to kill the turret. Actually, Nautilus goes in with a Dredge Line, but Skarner isn't here to follow up. They need Gens to be auto-attacking the champions if they really want to get these kills.
That was definitely a bit of, oh my god, in the hook.
Volibear throws him in, and wow. Good decision by that, knowing that Mordekaiser was going to take the aggro of the turret, so...
That was definitely some miscommunication on the blue side, because if they had Skarner in on that, I don't think that would have gone that way. I don't think they would have given that Volibear that opening had Skarner been around to help out with that.
Yeah, that being said, I don't think they probably should have dived that turret anyways.
Yeah, but I think they wouldn't have given Volibear that opening had that been the case.
Yeah. And we saw last game that Volibear really was more focused on ganking the lanes instead of getting early dragons. And a similar pattern is continuing in this game a little bit. He actually wanted to get an earlier dragon, but tried to save Diana. We'll see if when one of the teams starts to prioritize that, because it is so important for Mordekaiser to be able to abuse his level advantage.
Yeah.
Speaking of level advantage, he's actually just still level 7 against Tristana, so that being 1 in 3 means that Mordekaiser's passive from that experience gain is not really being used. To much effect, at least. It will keep him even in levels, but you really want to get ahead. They are going in again, though. An ultimate comes out from Braum. I don't think that's going to be enough to scare away Mordekaiser, but...
it looks like it was. It was just enough to disengage, but I don't know what Braum was doing walking up that far again. He looked like he was trying to get the proc off of the Targons, but that was just not the choice to make.
Yeah, pretty clear mistake from that. That does mean that they're going to be able to siege this turret. Tristana does not have enough wave clear yet at level 7, and she's actually sticking around. If they focus the turret or have the clone or Nautilus aggro first.
Yeah, it looks like Bluesky was trying to open up Tristana to some damage by eating up the aggro first, but now it's just looking to be a bit of a mess.
Yeah, she's actually kiting really well. Tries to get the kill onto them, but a double kill comes out for Volibear in the mid lane while they were diving bottom. Another gank was happening mid. I'm sorry we actually missed that one, but Volibear comes out on top again. He's 5-1. This is so similar to what we saw last game.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's keeping good control. He's keeping those Skarner Shrines downwind too. Like, if you look, pretty much all of them in the middle are just are belonging to. Oh wait, no, I couldn't see it because of the river. But well, no, the one near Barons belongs to blue. But yeah. Volibear not taking away that shrine so he can keep better control over that dragon.
Yeah.
Doesn't need
getting the early dragons, like I've mentioned a few times before, is good for really important to keep it away from Mordekaiser, because even though the blue side has been shoving the lane in so much, they haven't even done half the health to the turret.
That was the first dragon over the entire game, so that's basically a 13-minute dragon. That's pretty late.
Yeah. Volibear going to be building into a Dead Man's Plate, and even though in the mid lane both of these laners have one item, the fact that Diana has the Nash's Tooth, which is actually a lot more expensive than Static Shiv, means that she'll be able to have a lot more combat power. And because Yasuo did finish that Avarice Blade pretty early, he's not going to get the extra value out of the minion
Diana's
gold
almost
gain.
is about a wave up in CS also, and she's 11 CS by now, but she also has the 3 assists on top over Yasuo's 1 kill, which does overall amount to more gold in the first place. So she's definitely in a good spot against this Yasuo.
Yeah, and I really like. Oh, actually, a gank's gonna be happening in the bottom side. They do land the Dredge onto Tristana. She's just gonna rocket jump out of there. The Nautilus ult is on. Are they gonna be able to get the Impale? Yes. A little bit of minion blocking creep blocking going on there, but they do get another kill onto Braum. Very good execution of that lane dominance.
Yeah, there was a lot of good. There's a good amount of decent aggro swapping, but Blue Squid did try to take up the majority of that.
Yeah, and WGONG going in again onto Jinwaith. Is he going to be able to get a kill? He flashes forward, gets the bite. That's another kill to Trundle. That's the first solo kill. Tristana gets a little too close. Meanwhile, she gets hit by the dredge line. A teleport coming in, but I don't think Aerith wants to even go in on this 1v.
Nah, he does. He's going balls to the wall, going ham as hell.
And actually, miscommunication again. Blue Squid did not turn around and stop her. So that means she's just going to be able to clean up these kills for free. Blue side was just walking away slowly instead of focusing back onto that.
That was Christmas in July right there. Diana made that call, and you saw she walked away like she was about to back out. But you know what? No, she said, "Nah, man, gotta show some backbone."
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Volibear just walks up and 1v1s Yasuo. So that is that very early 15-minute ace. Another the first turret of the game falls, and it's mid lane. Now Volibear is just going to be completely taking over this jungle. They're even taking Skarner's Spires. And we mentioned that blue team has very low peel, and that's what you saw when Diana teleported in. They tried to walk away, but when you have a team that can only go in, you either go in or you fail.
Right, and like we also mentioned earlier, how like the way their team comp is set up for blue side, they kind of want to be picking like overall team fights. And while they've been doing that in like segmented bits, like in lane kind of, you haven't really gotten anything like a full team fight. So they haven't been taking advantage of things like that. They also haven't been taking advantage of Mordekaiser being able to just grab something like Dragon for like a free extra piece on the board to help with those fights. And so they, because they've just been laning against purple side's team composition, which is much better suited for gaining an advantage through that manner. Now they're just falling behind.
Yeah. And you can see they're trying to make up for that, but Mordekaiser might be getting a little too close. Nautilus botting them out. I don't know if they want to engage this because Diana is Maya, but here is Yasuo. Mordekaiser's already at half health. The exhaust comes out onto Tristana. Here comes the Nautilus ult. They're actually splitting their focus on these targets, so neither of them are dying. I think Braum might go down. He flashes away. A great pillar of ice comes out from WGONG, being able to save his team, and now here's Diana. They're going to be able to focus Seki because he split off from the team.
Way too long trying to get those kills on Braum and Tristana. That just opened themselves up to so much random crap. And oh my god, Volibear 2v1ing up in top lane, and he's gonna he might actually still take down Rockets.
What the heck? Is he gonna be able to do this? Are they gonna be able to kill him? You can see Jinwaith doing his best. He misses the boomerang, flashes forward, but no! When he flashed forward, the boomerang missed, and he did get the cooldown reset. I think Volibear is gonna be able to get away here.
Volibear is fucking ridiculous. Actually, if at the end of his passive, if he wants, he might not be able to turn around. Oh nope, Diana's just gonna come in and do cleanup duty. Talk about bait city.
Oh my gosh. I really want to highlight the different build paths you've seen from these top laners. Gnar went straight for that Sunfire cape and then built the Ninja's Tabby, whereas WGONG actually built a Bilgewater, then built the Giant's Belt and Chain Vest, and then finished his Blade of the Rune King. Now, what this means is that when they're doing that 1v1, WGONG got the early lead, and looks like Aerith, I'll get back to that in a second. Aerith and Seki are going in. There's a lot of minions here for Seki to dash back and forth with. He's gonna have to flash away. Here comes a knock-up. I don't know if he can get out of this
though, so he's at that disadvantage at this point. That's the thing. All he's got is he's got a static shiv and just one long blade. Compared to Diana's Nashor's Tooth plus her tome. Man, if it wasn't for that backup from Skarner, he'd be gone.
Yeah, Aerith getting a little greedy for the kill there. allows Skarner to just kind of walk up to her and kill her. But yeah, back to that build path. That meant that Gnar really wasn't able to abuse Trundle because he could just use the Bilgewater lifesteal and kill him. He's just gonna flash Impale. That should be another dead Tristana.
Yep. All things considered, like, I can't, I don't really see why Nardis decided to go tanky, considering the fact that Trundle could just ultimate take away all those stats in the first place.
Yeah, I think building like tanky like that is indicative of somebody who might not be too confident playing the Gnar because they hook in Braum, he might go down yet again.
Yeah, this is a 4v2.
Needs to abandon that.
See that dragon, that extra dragon body. Now they're gonna be able to add a little more pressure onto this turret. They might not be able to get it, but that's gonna be a lot more pressure laid down than if they didn't have it.
Yeah, they do have Diana, which has more wave clear. If Yasuo can throw up a wind wall, that means they pretty much get the turret for free. But actually, Skarner gets instantly chomped. They're not focusing him at all, but actually they kite him out of the turret. Now they can attack him. Aerith gets a great 3-man AoE knock-up, and they're gonna clean through this entire fight. Tristana comes in through the end, gets the double kill on top of the Diana triple. That's an ace.
Blue team did not utilize that dragon very well. Like, if you saw that thing was just sitting in the back most of the time. It wasn't soaking up damage. It didn't look like it was dealing anything out. It was just there for like looks and intimidation. Now they're gonna lose 2 towers out of this, and potentially an inhibitor.
Yeah, I think they're gonna back off after that, but right, they just pretty much all walked in and kind of sat there aimlessly. They could have just thrown up the Yasuo wind wall and kind of forced the blue team to overextend because you have the Nautilus to hook somebody out. But instead, they all just walked right under the turret and allowed Volibear to get a lot of that damage without being able to punish him. And Jinwave is actually trying to solo WGong now. It's a 1v2, so I don't think WGong can really turn this around. That's going to be a kill going over to Blue Penguin? Nah, it's going to Jinwave.
That situation, WGong was just taking a lot of free damage, so at that point, that's where Gnar had like a very decent chance. Plus, he had the constant dot from Mordekaiser's ult helping him with that. I still so I feel like even with all that free damage, if Mordekaiser wasn't there, that would have just turned out poorly for Gnar in the first place.
Yeah, he did turn that around near the end quite a bit, and now even Trundle has the Dead Man's Plate. So talking about these champions that are kind of melee, a little more prone to being kited, but with the Dead Man's Plate, that removes a lot of their weaknesses. And actually, Aerith gets impaled instantly, but he has a Zanya, so he can't get focused down. And now he's going to be able to AoE everyone, but Yasuo gets a good last breath off. He's going to knock out the Poon, and then get the Diana. Meanwhile, Volibear chomps down Mordekaiser. That's their 80 carry gone. If you can call it that. Jinwave teleports in fairly late, but they will be able to siege the turret.
That went fairly well for blue side. I think that's also partially because, like we discussed earlier at the beginning, how Diana and Volibear could have just went in after someone like Mordekaiser and Yasuo and just like tore them new ones because of their ability to just get to the back line. The fact that they basically neutralized Diana for so long, like even if she used her Zanyas to stay alive, she just wasn't fighting. And so that left her damage nulled for long enough that blue team could just take advantage of what their team was built for and just cause them havoc.
Yeah, we did see also that great double knock-up on Yasuo, and even though it was only 2 out of 5 members of the red team, those 2 members are doing pretty much all the damage in these fights.
Yeah.
WGong does do a lot, but his damage is not burst. It takes a little while for it to really have an impact on the fight. So, like you said, they focused very well in that, and Pockets made a pretty good decision to impale.
Looks like Pockets is trying to go for something, but he took way too much free damage during that.
Yeah, a good win wall will save him. Now here comes Blue Penguin 24, followed by the Nautilus. I think they're going to be able to pick this up. No, they're going to back off. Force out the teleport, though.
No, that was a good call to just leave, because if they kept chasing, they would have been gone.
That teleport cooldown is going to be huge. Dragon is up in 1 minute 40. So if the Trundle is unable to actually join the fight, that just means that there's one less person split pushing. However, Diana still has hers.
Yep. They might honestly even be trying to set up for Dragon. In which case, that teleport into consideration might not even be there. Oh, and it looks like Trundle's going for it.
He's throwing out the wall,
The
but
Troll King, no, the
looks
Troll
like-
King does not permit people exiting his kingdom.
Oh my gosh, that W Gong and
constancy
G heads
of
are
all of this.
completely destroying them. Yasuo's here now with the wind wall, which I don't actually believe blocked much, but
But they took
Look
a
at that
lot.
skirmish
Blue team
damage.
took a lot of damage with that. Now, like this bot lane inner is going to be sieged down pretty well.
yeah, what they can do is they can keep sieging this turret fairly safely because again, blue team has pretty poor wave clear.
Right,
and then
but
they can
look,
just
no-
rotate it into a easy dragon.
This is that's also just like applying the pressure down bot lanes, keeping blue team away from something like Baron, which Diana and Volibear are doing right now. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that is crazy that those two can just do that too, man.
Oh,
And-
no,
oh, Pockets, get out of there,
Pockets is
buddy!
so done.
Yeah, the great flash flip from Volibear. Boomtang Clan claims another victim to line his pockets with gold. Seki
He
gonna
lined
be
his pocket with a
spraying out.
pocket.
Yeah, and if you look right now, blue team has almost no vision of that top half of the map, and red team really took advantage of that. They have wards,
They have
pretty much
deep,
lining
deep
the entire.
wards. There's also a
side.
7k disadvantage for blue versus red, or purple.
Yeah, 3,000 of that is in the mid lane, and then 3,000 of that is also on the junglers. So much more skirmishing power coming on the red
No,
side.
that's really ridiculous. Now their highest gold member is Skarner with 9.7k, and even then they've got 3 members on purple team that just that exceed that.
Yeah, Volibear has finished his signature Triforce, which will just increase his DPS even further.
Oh,
and here he comes with a great flank. Another perfect Ice Pillar. Completely blocks out Skarner. And now this means that blue team can't really escape at all. They're going to be trying to go in. Jinwei says, come on, man, just let me use Gnar. But he goes down before he even gets to be Mega. They're going to get another dragon, rotate that into the bottom side, and they could honestly just send somebody middle and get the inhibitor.
Everything about what was going to go could have gone great for blue team was just taken out so early on. Skarner with his potential CC was just melted away. Yasuo he got blown up. And then Gnar, like you said, he couldn't do anything, so he didn't even get a chance to do anything like throw people against a wall. But that again wouldn't have mattered because Yasuo was just gone, so there's no one to really take advantage of that. And then Nautilus and Mordekaiser were like, way out of position near bot lane. That just everything just went wrong there for blue team.
Yeah, and I think that comes back to the fact that they did not, that red team did have those deep wards, so they knew
Oh,
the blue
man.
team was coming. And now
That was
another
a-
Impale comes out onto Tristana. They're actually going to get that really quickly. The two big threats are still up,
that's
though.
that's what was good. That's what I was talking about. What was good with what blue team could do. They could just do something like a hook and then drag someone away and just completely tear them to shreds. Doing picks like that is what they needed to do, but they let themselves lose that capability so early on in that other fight.
Yeah, so they will protect their inhibitor. Blue Squid grabbing his own shrine. We'll see if they continue to have more decisive plays coming out of Pockets. It seems like in the team fights, Pockets has really been the one instigating them. You also have a pretty decent primary engage with Nautilus, but it looks like Pockets is really the one with the decisive shot calling in this game, making the plays when they have them. And actually, Trundle's going for a Hydra, so not very afraid of the damage on the blue side. He has no magic resist at the moment, so he will be a little vulnerable to Mordekaiser, but I don't know if that'll really be a factor, because
I don't really know if there's really much need to be terribly scared of Mordekaiser right now, because it looks to me that he's a good beat behind compared to a lot of the other members of his team.
yeah, Diana's actually lying in wait in this bush. I don't think she'll be able to get anyone. Also, because the two main threats on the team are Volibear and Diana, the fact that Mordecai... Oh my gosh, look at that engage from WGong. He is so fast with that Dead Man's Plate. He's actually going to be trying to dive the turret. A little bit of miscall there.
No.
Meanwhile, another skirmish in the jungle. G-Hens is going to jump away. In the top lane, they're trying to disengage too. Pockets might be going down, but no, Blue Penguin flashes forward. He gets one kill. Aerith is going to get knocked up, and Mordekaiser might be able to get another kill. I think that's going to be a win for the blue side on both sides of the map.
That's what they need to keep doing. Catching out Tristana, using some like Mordekaiser's ult, and getting another piece on the board for themselves. Because the stronger Tristana gets, the stronger that fandom's going to be. And that's just going to help them that much more.
Indeed, a good rocket jump to keep him at a distance.
Now they got now they have grounds to lay down a lot of pressure on this inner tower. The only one defending it is Braum. Volibear could be in on the side, but he's just standing admiring the birds.
Passive from the Nautilus actually holds him in place, and they're gonna get another kill and another turret. They have Tristana for the siege. If you don't have an AD carry, just take the other teams, I guess. Volibear is gonna try to flank here. I think they might be in trouble.
There's two Tristanas on the board right now. Oh man, and that ult though, that's gonna do a lot to. Oh man, that ult just completely blew up that Phantom Tristana and just took Mordekaiser way down.
Yeah.
That was getting a little greedy there.
Yeah, red team actually had pretty split focus in that fight, but because they were so far ahead and blue team had already used all of their abilities in the fight previously, it pretty much allowed them to make that much of a greedy call. Poontang Clan taking up everything Gnar has because Gnar just doesn't have the Black Cleaver!
That jump away, the interception by the toss back.
Yeah. Gnar does throw the rock at him.
That's not something you see every day.
Either very lucky or very well timed by Poontang Clan, but I do feel like he has a lot of experience with this champion, so probably the latter.
Have you also noticed that Tristana's been placing a lot her bombs almost primarily on Skarner? It looks like she's really going by the method of rocket in your pocket.
I guess so. Mordekaiser's gonna try to stay alive here, but a flash comes up from Tristana, and she's gonna get the reset to stay alive. Meanwhile, Braum comes in with a great flank, great glacial fissure while they kill the turret. Now Diana and Trundle are able to just single out these remaining members of blue team, and they cannot get away. Gnar is gonna try to use his ultimate, but a good knockback with the buster shot. Pocket's gonna try to fish him up, but they just cannot gap close individually like this. They all need to go in at once, or they fail, and that's exactly what happened. They got flanked and picked off one by one, and now they're aced yet again.
Yeah, again, the strength of their team lies in the synergy that they can just pull off if they catch people. But doing they're not like they're not like the kaiju where you just send in wave after wave after wave. You got to get them all in a mass just conglomerate and just like a swarm of ants just go in. Oh, and that's a great ult by Yasuo, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, Aerith will be able to finish him up. So much damage coming out there.
That frickin' Diana. Oh, and that was some good stack management up the Targon's from Darkseid using that Targon's passive in order to stay alive from Mordekaiser's ultimate that was ticking away at him.
Yeah, and Aerith does stick around a little too long. I think he wanted to try to pick off somebody by themselves, but...
No, I think he was trying to recall, and that was just... he just did it in a pretty poor spot. No, probably wasn't expecting anyone to come after him so soon. Oh man, this dragon's going down. The contestation from Poontang Clan and WGong, there's no way that dragon's not going.
Yeah, Poggers is just trying to stay on the dragon, but Mordekaiser gets killed right next to him, and that leads to 2 deaths.
Not enough damage output to make that worthwhile. There is an 11k gold lead. This game is a complete and total stomp.
Yeah, 3 dragons to 1 on the red side. Oh my gosh! Man. Poontang Clan trying to flash over the wind knockup from Steel Tempest, but does not quite do it completely perfectly, and he will be trying to run Again, Seki gets another knockup. No, Braum's coming in. He's not respecting the 1v1.
Doesn't
The
look like he's
dead
gonna
man's
be able to get
plate
the execute.
giving him so much value here, and Seki doing what he can, but Poontang Clan is unstoppable. Jinwei trying to smack that troll. He's not even taking damage. He has so much lifesteal and armor.
Trundle just does not give 20 fucks.
Yeah, he actually pops his ult there. I don't know if that was necessary, but Jinwei is going to continue to go in. I don't think they want to do that because the rest of our team is on their way.
I don't know about the ult, but maybe he was trying to do it to gain a little bit of extra resist while he was running away because Pockets and Mordekaiser both came in at that time. And there it goes again, the Tristana being caught, but at this point it's not going to be good enough. Diana, NW Gong. Oh.
It might be good enough. In fact, Volibear was not in that fight, so they did
I
not have a lot of damage.
I thought Volibear was in there. That should have been. That would have been a lot different had Volibear been in there.
Exactly. Mordekaiser is really low, so Volibear could have done work, but he's here now. I think Pockets and Jinwei are chasing a little too far. They don't have any peel to be able to get away. All they can do is just try to finish off W Gong, but he's Trundle with a Thorn Mail. You're not gonna be able to kill that, buddy.
No, like you said, their stuff, their kit is based around CC for just going in and tearing people apart, but running away? No. Like if you're gonna chase that far, you better get ready to commit, cause anything less is you're not gonna have a good day.
That means that Red Team will be able to get free reign over the Baron, and when you have somebody like Trundle and Volibear who both do stacking and percent health damage, that's just so much.
Oh yeah, Baron is not long for this world. He's probably he's probably just sitting there going like, "What are you doing? Leave me alone!"
With all those skirmishes, the ward coverage for the red side has dropped a little bit, but they're not really worried about that. Actually, Poontang Clan is going to be going in here. He does not care about who's there, because he's eating anyone in his path. One bear, one mission.
Poontang Clan's ult, it looks to me like, yeah, he's got the elixir of iron going on, so he's got that giant, he's got that buff in size. That's gonna make for someone like Pockets, that's gonna make it a lot harder for him to get onto Tristana if he plays that right, because he's gonna have that huge model from the contest.
Meanwhile, Volibear goes in, but he actually gets impaled under the turret. The rest of Red Team cannot follow up, especially Diana. So they actually are able to kill him, and even without Mordekaiser, they're starting to win this fight here. The CC coming out from Nautilus and Skarner is proving to be so much. Diana still not engaging on this. The rest of her team is just falling. That's a double kill to Skarner, and they live to see the light of yet another day.
That was a pretty big throwaway. Like, they could have ended it right there, but that's the thing. Trundle went back, and Volley just went a little too ham, surprisingly enough, and got killed. After that, just the rest of their team was not going to be enough to do enough damage to the enemy team, and they were just not in a position or capable of fighting that. A team like that where they're going to go in, yeah, that's not going to happen. But it looks like Trundle's trying to. He gets Yasuo and they're trying to save the inhib. Volibear's in here, but I don't know if he can hold it against these 5 anymore, because like we saw last time, that just didn't go down.
Oh my gosh, time and time again we've seen blue team overextend and throw the small lead they've gotten, but this is the exact perfect time to go all in, because red team is not thinking about this as carefully as maybe they should have. But now, as I say that, they follow suit.
But that's the thing, each time blue has won, Tristana has been Tristana or Diana, one of the key big backline or key big damage dealers, it's just they've gotten caught out and taken out of the equation. After they don't have to worry about after blue team's tanking team doesn't have to worry about getting shredded down anymore. They can just worry about shredding down red team's tanks, and when they have they have that ability to do that. It goes a lot worse for red team, especially if again Mordekaiser with the ability to add an extra piece on the board to blue team. If they get someone like Tristana, then that factor just becomes even more so of a problem for red team. Because as much as Volibear's tank around, we saw how fast he died to just being caught in the middle of all five of blue team.
Yeah, but importantly, when he got caught, that was under the inhibitor, so Diana could not follow up. Although in that fight, because he was pretty much safe, he could go in with the backup of his fellow comrades. And we've seen that Red Team had a lot of vision control. Well, maybe not vision control, but they just had a lot of vision in the mid game. But their warding has really kind of been lackluster for the past couple minutes. They have they only have a few wards on the map. They have a couple near this dragon that just spawned, which is good. But you can see they have 5 yellow wards. Only one of them is even upgraded, so this is going to be hard for them to snuff out this win.
Pro tip, everybody, remember, you can upgrade your trinkets. Don't forget. This has been your friendly PSA from the UMCP.
And actually, they're going in, but Seki instantly pops. That's going to be huge. Here comes Nautilus. He's going to be trying to hook someone up, but Blue Penguin dies too. I think Red Team is going to come through with a huge snowball in this team fight. Jinwif trying to escape. I don't think he's getting out of there alive. That's another death. Skarner, what are you doing? Get out of there. Volibear zooming at the speed of sound. Going to be smacking you to death. I've never tried biting a Scorpion, but it seems to be doing pretty well.
At this point, that's definitely just GG. They're gonna be Red Team's gonna be flooding in and just tearing those towers like down. To this is just like hey, we need reconstruction done. Start demolition on these towers immediately.
Yeah, W-Gong is so tanky. He's just stacked that armor, and knowing that Mordekaiser would be targeting the rest of his teammates, he does not have to worry about well, he built the Spear Visage, but that was later, so he's just able to completely just walk over here and end the game by his own decision.
That Spear Visage was more than likely for the fact that he has that fork and any other kind of lifestyle he had. But man, that game was a lot of back and forth near the end.
That game needed a pentakill from a mid-game fight on Wukong, like Sean Wang. Just giving him a shout out in the chat. But yeah,
that game. Oh, Blue Team did throw a couple of their own surprises. A lot of times, you figured, oh yeah, Red Team's got this bag, and next thing you know, they do a great catch and just, show that they're here to stay, or here ready to fight.
Yeah, and if you look at the damage dealt to champions, although Mordekaiser did the most overall, Volibear had the most on his team. That challenging smite with a Trinity Force was enormous, especially when you have that bite, which does the percent health.
That tore huge. People apart. You just saw people get deleted from that. It's like, oh yeah, they got a quarter HP. Nope.
Pretty much the entire game, Red Team lived and died by the Volibear, and that's 2 games in a row that he's done phenomenally on that Ursine character. So I wonder if it'll be banned.
Well, we'll have to see on the next time. Are we doing next round?
Yeah, hold on. I think so.
I got an invite from Blue Penguin.
I believe Sean Wang might have wanted to join one. What is this? Dope a dog. That is some sick stack right there. That's some stack of the teams.
Oh man, these
Seki moves. And actually, here comes Kiliang, Fashi, and Aigu wanting to make a statement against Seki's Yasuo. What's up, Anchi? She's coming to the spectators as well.
Oh man, so many spectators. Shit's going down.
We better quadcast this.
Oh man.
Dun 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 dun. Sean, do you want in on this? I think I told him to invite you, but I don't see it, man. Maybe. Oh wait, you are in the chat. Borsamon, yes. Yeah, just ban and pick every champion in the game except Yasuo. I think that's their game plan right now. Wait, where is Seki? Oh my gosh, he's not even sticking it around.
No, he is. He's up. No, he's up on
Where
team
is he?
two.
Oh, true.
Man,
He was hiding
he's
behind
blind.
that little gold card. Little sneaky,
Yeah.
sneaky.
Nah, man, you just blind. You blind as hell.
Indeed. Is that the young Manwani?
Oh man, we're not gonna get to see any more of Poontang Clan's glorious gameplay.
I will point out that as we've gone on, the average ranking of all these games have gone up significantly. And oh, we are in game. Looks like Dog fell down to the rip. I'm sorry, Manwani, buddy. I tried. I typed in chat, man. When I'm in spectator, I can't invite you.
Oh man, this is they're going blind pick. There's no banning.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, damn, what the hell are we gonna talk about for the next like 3 minutes?
Well, we can talk about unbench the Kench, because that's what somebody is hovering, maybe.
Oh man.
Maybe we should not be talking about picks on stream, because people probably have it up. Oh god. Oh god. Quick, hide the
That's kind
stream.
of why I was like, what the hell are we gonna be talking about?
Alright, I moved the stream. You guys can safely do this. Let's watch something on YouTube. My favorite filler video.
Oh my god, no, please don't.
Do you even know?
Please. I know you're just gonna throw something stupid. Oh my god, no. Next thing we know, we're just gonna see a bunch of Nick Cage. Wait, why you gotta go and bring the sloth into this, man? You just want a nap.
I love sloths.
I know you do. God damn it, bro. I don't know whether I'm gonna want to coup
Alright.
adorableness or
sloth
I just want to hit you.
They have locked in their picks and bans. Surprise, there are no bans. It is the Tom Kench top. Let's do this, buddy. Alright, so on the blue side, Spook Nuke on Gangplank. Diana for Volcalibur. Trying to give a shout out to Aerith from the last game. Aigu Wow. Janna. Blue Penguin 24. Rippin' Master Yi with Smite Teleport. So prepare
He's going
your
for that
gates,
aggressive
friends.
jungle.
Prepare your gates. And Dopedog on Ashe versus the Seki on Draven. Blitzcrank for Fashi. Killiong 96 on Kale. Sensor King, of course, with the Tom Kench. And W God on Gragas.
And don't forget Spook Nuke over there on Gangplank.
Indeed, I believe I said him first because he was the first champion.
Well, I didn't catch it.
All right, well, yeah, let's think about these team compositions. Blue side does have much more wave clear than purple team, but let's see, what kind of primary engage do they have? They have the Ashe and Diana can both primary engage, but they don't really have much of a front line. So if they get not rocket grabbed, but if they get hooked or get hit with the explosive cask, that's going to be really dangerous for them. Luckily, they do have Janna.
Pretty squishy, honestly. Like, if you look over on purple team, they got Tom Kench and they got Gragas and Blitzcrank, which all have very good potential for getting. They're not like the tankiest, but they're going to be a lot better at it than the members of blue team.
Indeed. I'm really curious to see what Sensor King builds on the Tom Kench. Usually you see him in the support role because he can peel your AD carry so well, and he scales with health, which is what supports build a lot of anyways, with the Sightstone. Then But if he's in top lane, I'm guessing he'll go Dead Man's Plate.
I've
But
heard good things about Tom Kench with Dead Man's Plate. Just going in, dropping in the hits, then
yeah,
eating them up, spitting them out. It does some work.
it will be interesting to see how Purple Team will react if Tom Kench is going to be more aggressive or defensive, because he's really their only peel besides the Gragas ultimate, which is their primary engage on the purple side. But yeah, Gragas is pretty much the only one that Gragas or Tom Kench are the only ones that can peel Draven off of this Diana. So
Yeah, it's looking like both teams are pretty much all or nothing when it comes to fighting.
yeah, blue side does have the Janna. I like that pick a lot, especially when you're laning with something like Ashe, because not only will the Rangers focus scale with the flat attack damage you get from that, but Ashe being such a dangerous champion to play in the bottom side because no escapes, Janna gives you a little bit of more peace of mind.
All right. Looking at our loading screen, and it looks like we've got a Chosen Master Yi, Amethyst Ashe, regular old Janna, regular old Diana, regular old Gangplank for blue team. Purple team, we got a regular old Draven. It's definitely not Blitzcrank, so I don't know what the hell's going on there. We got Aetherwing Kale, Tom Kench, and Fnatic Gragas.
You know, I think I've uncovered the mystery. This mystery champion is Volibear. Think about it. That Volibear has been the pinnacle of both of these games.
Nah, man, nah. See, if you notice, there's red there. Alright? So that definitely means it's a Riven.
That makes no sense. Bears can wear ties. I don't know what kind of speciesism you're on about. Why an in-house so late at night, Frump? Because everyone's on. Let's play some glorious League of Legends.
And because it's a Friday night and we have nothing better to do. I mean, come on, we play League. Really? Like, you think we're gonna be going out tonight?
This is a great way to spend my time. I don't know what you're talking about. Send Zerking.
I know, right? Like, that's what I'm saying.
With that cool
you think
icon.
we're gonna go out when we got all this to do? Man, you best get your head checked.
I'm curious to see how Blue Penguin 24 will do with the teleport. You do have Kiliang, who will probably be able to 1v1 him even late game, because Kale's ultimate is just so useful in that. Alright, let me reorder these champions so they're in their proper places. Alright, why Spook try-harding Spook Nuke on the Gangplank? Gangplank has been so dominant in the meta recently, just because even with the nerfs on his powder kegs, he's able to do so much damage, and the bonus gold he gets means that he can hit the item spikes earlier than the other people in the game. And I don't even know if this is intentional or not, but because you have the Ashe on the 80 carry, that removes the burden from your top laner from having to have the engage on your team.
Looks like both teams are now taking a fairly standard opening positions.
Yeah, Blitzcrank gonna be seeing if he can land a cheeky hook, but nobody on his team is even
what do
there.
you mean Blitzcrank? We don't have a Blitzcrank in this game.
Wow. Actually, shout out to Fashi landing that ward over the wall.
Damn.
This guy's better than Scar, man. You could coach CLG.
Dude, no, them skills though. Yo, the trash talking Spook Noob.
Don't trash Spook Nuke, that's my job.
Something
Not
else.
as bad as Seki Yasuo. Oh man, he's not even in this game and they're already... Oh wait, he is in this game. I keep forgetting that he has this glorious mustache game going on. My Draven sucks. Unfortunately, I only play mid. Well.
You know why. AP mid. Well. Ripperinos to that one.
Yeah, that hook coming out, not gonna be too happy with that on the blue side because
And then, there goes Diana being really, really aggressive with that level 1.
yeah, W-Gong coming out with that lane Gragas. That is a specialty of his. Actually, Fashi lands a hook onto Dopodog. The, wow, my shield. I was going to say comes out late, but it actually blocks one of the Draven autos, so it's pretty fine. Dopodog going to need to be really careful in this lane.
Yep. Dude, W-Gong's been taking a lot of punishment over there in mid lane.
Yeah, I know he plays it a lot top, so he might not be prepared for this level of burst from Diana. But we'll see if he survives. His passive will be helping out there. Happy Hour. Going to be restoring all of his health eventually.
Yeah, and it looks like Yi's been taking a little bit of a delay in his wave clear ability compared to KO.
Yeah. Spook Nuke going to be setting up these powder kegs, but Sen Zerking actually just walks forward and he gets a triple stack onto Gangplank. That's going to do a lot of damage.
Oh man, that's fit though.
My god. And actually Spook Nuke stays around afterwards and takes a lot of extra harass from the minions.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty significant.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of worry on his mind now.
Oh, great hook coming out from Fashi. Howling Gale actually misses, and that means that Dopodog is down in the red.
Yep.
Looks like W-Gong has been able to survive in the lane so far, but I think he might want to back now. Yeah, he will be.
Yeah. He's down one wave now. But yeah, he's gonna be a good.
The hook actually
he
misses,
decides-
but Dopodog gonna try to be able to kite back with the frost shot. Aigu, wow, getting
And
away
heal
just
top.
barely. Heals needed just to stay alive.
W-Gong has decided to stay in the mid lane. And a look in favor of
Yeah,
going
he just
back.
didn't want to lose an extra wave of CS.
Yeah.
Next, W-Gong goes in aggressively against Volcalibur because Killiong is right here. He comes in, gets that red buff proc on the autos, and
Volcalibur might
Volcalibur
have
was...
overstayed his welcome.
Yeah, Volcalibur is really and we'll see if Sen Zerking is able to get a lot of harass onto Gangplank, but that Flask will help him out a lot.
Oh, and the BM coming out from Achilleon.
Luckily for the blue side here, it looks like their wave will be pushing in, so they'll let him be a little more safe, but not safe yet, because Fashi's going in. He could have landed the knock up there, but he forces the flash out of Dopodog by landing a hook.
I think he might have been trying to force the flash with a knock up and then pulling him afterwards, but
Yeah.
looks like Dopodog was onto his game.
Indeed, and W-Gong's still in this lane. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed that he's been able to manage his resources this well.
Yeah.
A good aggressive roam from the Kale. I don't know if they actually had vision of Master Yi, but she just kind of walks down into this lane, gonna be able to get so much damage on the turret, and even more importantly, deny Ashe of all this CS. They even stay behind and proxy farm the wave, so I think this could be the turret going down. Master Yi is still in the top lane. We'll see if he can get a gank off.
No. Master, he does have that warrior smite, so he could do a good bit of that. And
Yeah, Sen Zerking is solo. He needs to pop his gray health pretty quickly there. Is it going to come out?
But he waited. I think he waited a little too long on it because the gray health went down a bit. For that, he probably could. He probably could have utilized a lot sooner, taking a lot less damage.
Yeah, I guess so. But he did get out with his life, so
Yeah, but he did have to pop a flash for it. But
yeah.
better.
I don't think there's any way he was getting out of there without flashing, just because you have the Chilling Smite with Master Yi. But regardless, he's okay. Maybe a little bit better use of his W could have been prudent, but it's going to be Gangplank that goes back first, and that'll allow Tahm Kench to catch up a little bit in CS.
Yeah. And even though Yi was off to a bit of a slower start, considering how much time Killian spent in mid, it gave It gave Master Yi a chance to catch up, and Killian was still like wandering around for a little bit. So now they're about now both the junglers are about even. But oh hey, here's Killian again coming in for a gank on mid.
Yeah, and also the blue side getting a little bit aggressive in the bottom. I mean, they might be punished for that. Aigu Wow does get the ignite on him. Is Foxy gonna land the hook? Yes!
Oh,
That's gonna
man,
be first
no.
blood to the Draven. Gets paid out immensely. He's gonna be up 700 gold, and he's gonna be fight Dopadog as well. But here comes Master Yi with a good teleport. Also, the Cannon Barrage from Gangplank. Is that gonna be enough? The Chilling Smite comes out from Blue Penguin, and he Alpha Strikes forward. Seki, I think, is gonna go down. Gragas is nowhere to be found because Diana is applying so much pressure in his lane.
Yep.
1 for 1.
That teleport though, that's what it's there for. A lot of aggression, and since Zerking missed the last, man.
Ooh, good juke by Spook Nuke. Sensor King getting a little. Well, I guess he had to use that to keep up, but
Yeah,
just very well played by the Gangplank.
He unfortunately missed the last hit to be able to eat Gangplank. That probably would have helped a lot too.
Yeah. Fortunately, Gangplank, or fortunately, depending on whose side you're on, Gangplank does get out with his life. And he has picked up the Sheen first item, while Tahm Kench grabs the Bomby Cinder.
Oh man, that harass.
Yeah, now that he's getting to be level 7, his Q is going to do more and more damage to those powder kegs. So,
yeah.
And Volcalber applying so much harass onto W Gong. W Gong is still staying pretty even in CS, so unless Volcalber actually manages to get a kill, it won't matter too much, but it just makes me so nervous watching this. And he goes in with the Ignite! W Gong gonna try to use Happy Hour to heal up, but I don't think it'll be enough. Yes.
Yep. And there it goes. Like now, Diana's might be a little bit ahead in terms of gold. Before they were actually fairly even, only separation by about maybe 200, which wasn't too much. But now it's gonna be be a solid like 500.
Yeah, we'll see if she's able to actually buy an item off that. She has 1,200, so that could give her exactly enough for a needlessly large drop.
Oh,
She might go blasting one instead. Meanwhile, Hook is trying to save Killian, but yeah, is not gonna help you.
Yep. That Ashe ult to engage was just that was spot on.
Blue Penguin is trying to get the Wolves to steal the stacks from Kale. Although, oh wait, he actually went. Oh yeah, he did go Devour. I thought that was a Warrior for a second. But more important would be the Dragon, because that would give you 5 stacks. They've waited so long to do this, though, because they're counter jungling. I don't know if this is really that safe.
Yeah, it's probably not. Look how much damage that Ashe took from start, or not Ashe. Janna was taking from that for starting.
Yeah. That being said, Draven just kind of went bot lane instead of actually collapsing on that Dragon, so they didn't really punish the fact that Ashe and Janna were. Or Janna and Yi were so low in health.
Yep. That could have been really good turnaround for Red Team, because they're down by about 1.2k at this point, which isn't terribly much, but at the same time, it's pretty early, so that's a reasonable amount.
Indeed.
Killian ain't going to be spotted out by that ward, but he's still going for it because he's got Blitzcrank to support him.
Yeah, Fashi gets a good knockup, actually silences.
The minion wave
Fortunate hook into the minion.
But it looks like the bot lane outer turn's going down to Seki.
Yeah, and we've seen Kale play very aggressively invading that bottom side. So now that there's no turret, we can expect him to come down there even more. But he might be more focused on getting stacks for his Devourer. I also want to comment on that Draven is not a very popular pick these days because you often see so many tanks and the Juggernaut type champions, and he simply is not as effective against them. You really want somebody with more attack speed or percentage health with longer range against those. But against the team that has no tanks, like you pointed out, Re-Envision, Draven can really do work.
Yeah. There's also the fact that, like, with a lot of the Juggernauts, they kind of just go rush into backline and kind of force you to keep moving in unconventional manners. And Draven's really likes to just be able to sit back there in order to just catch his axes and smack you in the face with them. But given given that they're not really gonna be doing that much of that this game, he's gonna have a lot of opportunity to just throw shit in the face.
Gong engaging. Unfortunately, he already used his ultimate, so he can't knock Volcalber back. That means that he will escape with his life. So, is that Draven gonna finish? Yes.
The snipes and send Zerking. No, trying to get away with his life, but
again,
like
pops the gray health pretty late. I mean, what he's doing is that he pops the gray health, so he gets the maximum amount of shield. But because he pops it and flashes and does it when he's so low, he flashes instantly afterwards, so he's not actually using the shield at all. He's just popping it and then really not getting any effect out of that
and
ability.
it is deteriorating, and that's just not helping his case.
Yeah, so great use of Whirling Death by Draven, but a good answer from the blue side. We'll see how many stacks each jungler has. 18 for Master Yi versus the... I think I'm seeing that wrong. On Killian.
Killian?
It looks like that says... Oh, it's 57. Okay, that was the bonus damage.
Yep, he's got five. It looks like he's got 5 stacks on his devouring. So wow, that's a pretty decent gap. 20 to 5 stacks. That means Master Yi. No, he's gonna get there pretty soon.
This is a really early Devour from Master Yi. If you're doing really well, getting your Devour at 20 minutes is pretty good. And if he's already at 20, that means he can probably get it by the 16 or 17 minute mark. That is gonna be huge.
That's gonna be a lot of damage up in Purple Side's face.
And I really have to worry for Sen Zerking here because that's the only lane at which Red Team does not have an outer turret, so that's pretty much the exact spot Master Yi will be looking to gank because he's already done it successfully in the past.
Yep, and Fushi getting a little too gutsy here, but maybe that's what they need to do. Pull up, and yep, there goes Yi.
Yeah, Draven going to be continuing to try to stack up his lead, but actually Fashi gets the kill there, and Volcalber is going to be trying to burst down Killian, but he's KO!
There comes in Tom Kench to try to get this done. Oh, and that ult, knocking away Volcalber into the wall so that he can just be taken down by the rest of Purple. That was a great ultimate.
I was going to say
I think he wanted to catch out both of them, but I would say catching the one is more than enough.
Yeah. I was going to say that wasn't perfect because it doesn't knock him back, but it allows for a very easy hook from Blitzcrank.
Yeah, I saw him knock Diana into the wall, and that just led everything led into a bunch of all ill-mannered situation for Diana.
Yeah, and Gangplank actually grabs the Avarice Blade instead of finishing his Trinity Force, and he can pretty much afford to do this because he's already ahead, but now that Sen Zerking has actually completely finished an item, Well, Gangplank will still probably be able to bully him, but right now he's the one getting bullied because he's just taking so much damage, a little too cocky in this mid lane. Here comes Diana. W-Gong tries to use his body slam into flash, but because Diana had to use her Lunar Rush exactly at that moment, it interrupted the effect of the body slam. And you can see he's saying, "What the fuck?" in chat. Master Yi trying to say we need to do Dragon. He's at 22 stacks. If they get it in the next 20 seconds, he'll only be 3 away from finishing that. Very nice timing from Blue Penguin 24. Yeah.
Let's see where Killian is now with his stacks. Killian, he's gotten up to 10.
Yeah, that's better than none, I guess, but because he was trying to catch up in stacks, so he's on the top side, and that's a free dragon for the blue team.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that hook from Fushi gonna catch out Spook Nuke.
Yeah, but the rest of the blue team, he's here to back him up. Killian's gonna also be a little bit in trouble, but the Ash Arrow actually misses a little bit. He needs to pop his ultimate to fall back under the turret, and that's exactly what he does.
Tom Kench to help defend his tower.
Yeah, teleport forced out of him. And I think that means that blue team won't be able to siege, but honestly, it's worth it. You get the dragon. Master Yi is so close to becoming an absolute terror in the game. He only needs to kill two camps or the Scuttle Crab. But because he's so focused on finishing that, actually, red team gets a little bit of a window to get some free damage on the turret. I think it should be enough.
I think they're gonna take it. But
Oh! Okay.
Oh, and the gen.
Wait, W Gong
that
finishes
ultimate
off Aiguao in exchange for his own life. That's a 1-for-1, and now they're back to just kind of pushing back and forth in the mid lane.
Oh, the full caliber getting pulled out by that hook. It's not gonna do much, sadly.
Yeah, Fashi has been pretty on point with his rocket grabs, and actually you can see Sen Zerking does so much damage with his lick. Now that he has the rank 2 ultimate, his abilities will scale even more with health, and that's exactly what he's been stacking. He went the Sunfire instead of the Dead Man's Plate, which I'm not sure if I agree with, but we'll see where he goes with this giant spell next.
Well, we're here with Killian pushing up on top, trying to take that tower, and considering he's got the extended auto range, he's going to be taking that away.
Yeah. Going forward, it might be difficult for other people on Sensor King gonna be grabbing his Draven buddy, saying peace. Oh my gosh, peace indeed! Seki goes down, Volcalibur responding.
Volcalibur saying, I don't care about your belly. Oh,
yeah.
As soon as you come out, I'm just
now here comes Fashi. I don't know if Aiguao's gonna be able to get away. It looks like no, so much CC because he can just walk up and punch you in the air.
Dude, MVP of this game has definitely been Fushi, setting up a bunch of plays and making it so that any kind of trade that Blue makes. Volcal was going down after that tower. That was a pretty poor choice in which direction to take. And Blue Penguin getting about to be caught out now too.
Yeah, also very good decision making by both the Kayle and the Blitzcrank there, because you saw that even though they were trying to finish up Diana under the tower, Blitzcrank tried to hook for Gangplank because they knew they were able to secure that kill. And Killian really knowing the limits of his champion, just walking up and doing the last couple autos to the turret.
Yeah, well, Kayle adds a lot of unsuccessful.
Oh,
but that ult is
Another counter ultimate comes out and allows Draven to be pretty much safe.
I think part of the reason why Killian's been so slow with his say Devour is that I think he's trying to start taking Kayle in less of a aggressive manner, more of just eyes up on all Fushi the hook again, but this time
good monsoon forces him back.
Yeah, sectioning off Sen Zerking and just taking him down after that.
Yep. I really think Blue Team needs to get away from this mindset of just continuing to stay mid, because they keep getting rocket grabbed, and sending Master Yi top is I think the correct decision here. They just need to make sure that they don't get hooked just like that.
Getting popped, bro. And now
oh man, great explosive cask there also, just pinning him to be immobile under the turret. Blue Penguin does have his sated Devour, but it's not really going to be enough. Well, it'll be enough to kill the tower.
He might have best trade turret for turret, but yep.
Red team is threatening the inhibitor if they land another hook.
Oh yeah, definitely. The ward coverage for red team though is a little lacking. From what I can see, I can only see a pink and a single ward in mid lane. Blue team has their own jungle covered up, and that's actually pretty good for them because red team's been in there a lot.
Yeah, and their wards are a little actually far out because they haven't been able to safely replace them since their red team has been mid this entire time. Dopodog just about to fall. He tries to get out of there. Not going to be enough, but here comes actually Master Yi with the collapse. They're all going to get a little low.
Dude, the hitboxes on that. Damn.
Unfortunately, Fashi engages that fight instead of allowing Blue Team to engage it and get the collapse they really wanted with Diana. So that means that they're probably going to be able to get out of here for free. Blue Team does see them taking red buff, so I don't know how Blue Penguin's going to respond. I think he might just wait for the minions. When you're playing against a team that, well, specifically a Blitzcrank that has been performing this consistently, you really need to make sure that you try to keep your vision up at all costs, because they had that one ward, but it's cleared out, and now the entire jungle is completely dark.
Yeah, just like we mentioned before, like both teams don't really have a way, don't really have the best way to get out, especially that Ashe.
I also really like WGong's build. He went the Rod of Ages into an Abyssal Scepter, which, oh my gosh, he actually goes in with the flash body slam flash, but the explosive cask a little misaligned.
Yeah, that's not gonna be making it.
But yeah, WGong just pretty much realizes that he is the another follow-up engage on his team and a body to protect for Killian and Seki, and he trusts his team to be able to come through the damage, and they have. The one saving grace for the blue team here is that Killian still does not have his Devourer stacks. He's 5 away, and since he just rotated topside, blue team is going to be able to get yet another dragon.
Yep, but Seki, if they can keep him alive, he's got a Blade of the Cult. He's got 9 stacks on it.
Yeah, and as we start to get a little closer to the 5 dragon mark, I want to point out that in the LCS, actually, games where teams get 5 dragons but still lose often happens when they've been really far behind in gold. And in terms of LCS play, that's usually because they're trading turrets for dragons. Although in this game, it's just more been that red team has made more picks and gotten turrets off those.
Blue Penguin just getting completely caught up now.
Oh man!
All their like own jungle coverage had just faded away, and that just led to doom.
Yeah, they really need to rely on Ashe to send out some hawk shots and get that blue trinket, because this means that they're able to take Baron.
Also, like you said, like the 5 dragon teams that lose, like a lot of red teams' damage is coming out without that first dragon buff. So imagine if blue team is fighting back with the dragon buff. So that just shows how far behind they are in damage.
But a good ultimate from Gangplank actually forces them off the Baron. They're going to try to wave clear this, and actually all of red team is sitting in this death bush. Where's the hawk shot? They need to be able to scout this out, but WGong does leave, and they do see them get away from there. So
I think they also didn't. They were only trying to sit there to make sure that blue team didn't try to go for Baron, because it looked like Draven was kind of pulling away and kind of going to be out of position if they tried to really actually force a fight themselves.
Yeah. Draven's build is really peculiar. Usually you see a Infinity Edge into Static Shiv. Sometimes on Draven you'll see like a Bloodthirster, but he actually went Sword of the Occult into Essence Reaver.
Yeah.
Which, I don't play Draven that much. Obviously the Sword of the Occult is doing fairly well because he has 9 stacks on it, but the Essence Reaver is kind of interesting.
The Essence Reaver, from what I know about Draven, I don't really think there's supposed to be a reason for it. You're going to be either going for your Bloodthirst, or you're going to be going for the Infinity Edge.
Well, because whenever you catch an axe, your cooldown on your Blood Rush resets. I do believe in extended fights you start to run into some mana problems, but I don't know if you really want to do that as your first item rush.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't seen Essence Reaver. Honestly, I just haven't seen any Essence Reavers in terms of any Dravens in the first place, because it seems they just opt for more hoping to just kill them before they need to cast Blood Rush that many times.
Yeah, Killian is just 1v3ing here, and Fashi hooks him in. A strange interaction with the remove Scurvy. Now Sensor King is going to be able to try to devour Spook Nuke. He does a lot of damage with the powder kegs, but not enough.
Oh, and he misses that final necessary eat away.
Yeah.
Spook Nuke going to be getting out with his life.
Blue playing when teleports in kind of late there. Gonna lose that cooldown, although... okay, blue team actually did see that teleport. It's on cooldown, so they're just gonna rush Baron, because if Master Yi is in the bottom side, he cannot come in for a Smite Steal. Gangplank's ult is also down, so they pretty much lose a lot of the pressure that... blue team loses a lot of pressure that they had to challenge the Baron. They do have the one teleport from Gangplank, and we'll see if he can set up a chain of powder kicks to try to do some damage. But Baron is falling so quickly. Kale already has a Shaded Devour. That's going to be going over to the red team. And now W-Gun goes in with a body slam flash. Is the explosive gas going to land? Yes, but an instant monsoon follow-up from Janna is going to allow her to escape. Where do they go from here?
From the Gangplank barrels is going to be securing the getaway as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Diana wanted to get Fushi, but that's just not going to be happening.
Yeah, and importantly, that did not... Teleport comes in, but it has to be canceled. And because Diana tried to Lunar Rush there, that means that the cooldown was not reset when she saw Draven, so she really had no way of getting up close to him.
Yep.
And we mentioned that Draven's build path was a little strange, but Ashe is still 2,000 gold down, and she actually rushed the Führer boots instead of finishing a major item. All she has right now is the Infinity Edge, and having an Infinity Edge by itself is really not as strong as you would want. I'll continue after this gank.
Oof.
Yeah, but I say this a lot, but a lot of the value from the Infinity Edge comes from its unique passive, which obviously only procs when you actually land a critical strike. So when you don't have your second critical strike chance item completed, that means that a large component of the item is actually being wasted because you're not getting the benefit of the crit. Rocket grab lands. Spookno gonna instantly fall.
With these MVP hooks though, but Volcaliber gonna be pulling Killian out of that fight with that burst damage.
Yeah, also an instant response from Tahm Kench means that they're gonna be able to siege down this turret, and with these Blitzcrank hooks, you have to be wondering what is going through the minds of the blue team. They do not want to be hooked, but they still have 0 wards right outside their base because they're trying to ward up farther out.
Yeah, the war game has completely taken a complete 180 since the last time we checked. Red team now has pretty decent coverage of the map versus blue team's coverage is just abysmal.
Well, red team does have a lot of that coverage around the Baron area, but not really where you would want it, because you want it to be a little closer to the base to protect against flanks. But if they're going up toward that top side of the map, they'll be able to use those wards anyways. And Dragon did spawn, so we'll see if any of the teams decide to go there. Looks like Draven might. With that Talisman of Ascension and Righteous Glory, Fashi is just so scary. And Aigu, wow, actually uses his coin to get in there, and he gets pulled in. I don't know what he was expecting, but that's just a free kill.
Well, here comes a lot more damage coming out from red team because they got their first dragon, and they're gonna get that damage spike, and because they're built up on so many more items, the damage spike is just gonna be so much more apparent.
Exactly. They do put up some of these wards in the bottom side that'll allow Gragas to continue split pushing there. They don't have Baron buff anymore. Or at least he doesn't.
I was gonna say also that despite a lot of the kind of setbacks, and oh my god, that crit from Draven. I was gonna say despite a lot of the setbacks that blue team was having, they were keeping relatively okay distance in terms of gold, but now they kind of slipped away from them. There's almost a 4K gold difference.
Yeah. Fashi's saying there's some packet loss. I mean, if this is him playing with packet loss, I'd hate to see him at full strength, but...
I'd love to see him at full strength. The amount of plays that would go down, dear lord, the LeBron James of frickin' Blitzcrank hooks.
Yeah, and Spooknoog has the right idea. He's trying to get these wards out, but it's just so dangerous. Master Yi is still farming the jungle, man. You're about to lose more inhibs. You need to get back here.
W-Gon just taking down the bot inner all by himself, just not giving 20. It's like, I'm just gonna sit here, have the beer in my keg, and just go ahead and have myself a day at the tower.
Yeah, Fashi does hook that minion there. Of course, that's only attributable to the packet loss, because obviously he's a perfect hook lander. We all are.
Right? Like, damn, the packet loss game.
And here comes the engage. Fashi is so fast, but a really good spread from the blue side.
Across the map. Hello.
And all of blue team was standing right behind the minions, so that really protected them from a hook. While Gangplank got a lot of really good damage off with his powder kegs. All red team has to do right now is wait for these super minions, and yeah, now Master Yi has to leave. That means they're going to be able to get this turret for free, and with Master Yi gone, they really don't have the damage to completely tear through the team.
Well, now this is going to be the second inhib going down. Blue team's not going to be able to contest this very hard.
Yeah, they need to engage right now before they lose the inhib, or they're just going to get the life snuffed out of them.
No, they're not. They're just going to lose this inhib at this point.
Yeah,
Yep,
they wait too long. They get engaged by W-Gong. Another hook goes in from Ash. She has to pop her ultimate. Volcalibur does a lot of damage.
Oh man, and Gragas just running straight in there, but no, Tahm Kench with the save.
Yeah. Blue team is really in a difficult spot. Even if they survive this push, if they engage onto a single target, you have the KLOL, and if you switch targets to somebody else, you have the Tahm Kench Devour, so...
I've noticed that with all three of our games, the purple side has been just ever so dominant in each game.
Yeah, well, we actually saw Blue team have a pretty significant lead early on because Master Yi was so far ahead of Kale. But yeah, you're right.
But he did not take advantage of that hard enough, though. No, as soon as he got his sated, it didn't look like he did much with it, and that just gave Kale a lot of time to catch up, and now it's coming back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah. Kale 717 gonna be grabbing Trinity Force Blade of the Ruin King. She's gonna be hurting.
Oh yeah. Nope. Did she actually? Yep. She's also got those Ionian Boots of Lucidity, so she's got a lot more frequency with those autos.
Indeed. Now, Baron is up in 5 seconds. Red team just really wants to rotate up here, get some deep wards to pretty much prevent blue side from even having a chance at stealing this. Wait for the minions to push out on both of these super waves and grab the Baron. Oh, actually, this inhibitor did just respawn, so they will be trying to grab that.
Arrows are doing a ton of damage though.
Oh, Enchanted Crystal Ale barely misses. Aigo gonna be trying to finish this up. Killiong has to pop his Divine Intervention, and that means Volcalibur is gonna be going in here. A great engage and decision making.
Pop his shield, he just goes down.
Yeah. Blue team was indecisive before, and it cost them their bottom inhibitor, but at that point, they did exactly what they needed to. Called red team out on their bluff. They were playing really aggressively, but the rest of the team wasn't there to follow up, and...
Looks like Blue Penguin might be having another bad field day. Oh yeah, he's gone.
Oh man. Super rough from him.
You see that Blitzcrank running towards you, that is death knocking on your door.
Oh yeah. Seki gonna be just autoing this Baron, and Killiong's gonna tank it now. They really need W-Gong to get over here. Looks like, yeah, they will be able to get that.
I don't know.
Spook Nuke comes in. Here comes a teleport from Tahm Kench. And he's actually going to engage on the Spook Nuke. That tongue doing so much.
I don't know how Spook Nuke got
I think frogs are just allergic to citrus fruits because he used his remove scurvy and just popped out of that Tahm Kench's stomach.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, Tom allergic. That's pretty hilarious. I've never seen that before, but good use of the orange from Spook Nuke.
Yep. You know one thing that I've had some friends complain to me about when they're playing Tahm Kench and like they eat up a friendly. It's like those friendlies. They just they keep wanting to go do something instead of just letting Tahm Kench do his thing, and they'll click out too early and then just. Yep, and then there you go. No, there you go. You lose out on a lot of the protection that Tahm Kench can offer you, and they just die right out. But that hasn't been the case with this team. They've known that once they get into Tahm Kench, they're safe and they're just waiting up. And the flash dodge from Aigo. Wow, now Fushi's in trouble and it's probably gonna get popped.
Yeah, he actually does get the Divine Intervention on him. Are they gonna be able to burst Master Yi? No! His Meditate gives him enough resistances, and the Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes out. A great hook back onto the Janna, and that means she's gonna fall in this fight. Spook Nuke might be falling down too, but no, the volley will be enough of a slow to save them. And now red team is gonna try to siege this down because the rest of blue side has to go back to heal.
And that inhib is just getting melted. And now the Nexus turrets are gonna start going down. Got that one super minion just sieging away at it.
Indeed.
At this point, Kale, and Blitzcrank both went back, and so that actually did diminish a bit of the pressure that Red Team could have placed on those Nexus turrets.
Yeah, they did get the mid inhib. We'll see if they just rotate down to the bottom side. Because now that Kale's back, they will have a lot of pressure, especially with the Baron buff. W Gong is a little low, but he's a tank. All he needs to do is land a good explosive casting, and he'll do his job. But now, actually, he's going in on the Gangplank. The ult hits him away, unfortunately. That means the second inhibitor is going to go down. This might be it for the rest of the game.
This is definitely going to be GG, but I think the reason why W Gong used that explosive cast in that manner is because he was starting to lose that fight against Gangplank, so he wanted to disengage. But Volt Caliber getting pulled, and there goes the Zanyas. And, oh man, this is just chaos.
Yeah, he actually uses...
Seki popping off Master Yi from about like a third of his health with a nice crit. And
yeah,
Volt Caliber going back
QSS,
in,
but also gets devoured to save himself there. They're probably going to be able to kill it right now. I think they're just messing around, trying to get a little bit of kills, but I wonder if they'll be punished for that. Shut down onto the Gragas. Nope, Super Means are pulling it through.
Yep, that's GG. And that's the third win of the night for a purple side team.
Yep, so pretty much really good job by Fashi there. Taking the game by the hold of his fist, being able to grab it through. And also a little bit poor mid-game rotation decisions by the blue side. They just kept grouping mid. And when you're grouping mid without really making any plays, you're going to get hooked against a Blitzcrank. Yeah. So you really saw that pan out. What they should have done is split up and force pressure onto several lanes. And that'll force the jungle Kale and teleports out from the red side. But when you have a Master Yi that has Devour at 17 minutes, you can make those plays, and you can come out of those skirmishes really far ahead.
Yeah, they should have been trying to push that advantage and picking a few more fights, and just they just, unlike Red Team or Purple Team, they just didn't take advantage of any kind of their advantage versus when Red Team they just went at it and just did everything they could to make sure that they just pushed that advantage more and more, soaked every little bit out of it.
Sensor King a little salty. You wanted to eat a pirate. All he got was some orange. Yeah. I don't think there was any point in the game. I didn't see any point where the Tahm Kench ult was used with another ally. But honestly, he still used it fairly well. He was able to kind of put pressure on the other lanes and use that as a pseudo Twisted Fatal and just kind of come in when his team needed him, giving him a second teleport.
Yeah, well, when I was referring to him eating an ally, I was referring to just him taking up the ally and walking away with him. I've heard plenty of times where the ally just popped right back out and got killed because of it. And it's good that a lot of times there was that one time when Draven was almost getting taken down, got popped into Tahm Kench's mouth and stayed there until he was a good safe distance away. Then he came out, and that kept him alive and had a pretty big influence on the next fight.
Yeah, and especially since Draven actually built QSS, when you have the peel like you just said on top of the Kale ultimate, there's no way for Blue Team to really get onto Draven.
Yeah, and that just gives him free reign to do exactly what we were talking about before and just tear house with those axes.
Alright, well, I'm getting pretty tired. I don't know if they're even doing another one.
No.
And I apologize. Because I'm tired, I did not even switch the camera back to the monitor.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you look here, damage dealt, Gangplank is huge, but again, he's without really decisive engages or proper rotations, you can't really abuse that damage much. So that is it.
Well, that's it for tonight, folks.
Thanks for casting with me, Re-Envision. I am Sprint Speed.
And we will see you guys next time.
Indeed. Double Infinity Edge. Pretty fun.
Do not come at us with copyright for that, please, Husky StarCraft.
Husky. He got himself.
Yeah.
We have to honor his memory now that he's dead. He...
Yeah. Now, I have not seen that guy in, like, ever.
Yeah, man, it's sad. StarCraft is kind of a dead game, and Husky died with him, I guess.
Oh, StarCraft's not that game. It's a zombie game. It died and
It's
come back a little bit.
StarCraft is so fun.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like playing it a little. Maybe I will, but...
I might join you, but but yeah, StarCraft. Wait.
Alright. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you later.